Well, this is gonna go either really good or really bad. Hello everybody, Crazy Chandelure here, and I'm bringing you another video and the start of my first episode of my new series called TPI Talk, where me and maybe a guest if anyone would like to join me, comes on the show and talks about certain things in TPIs and other reality shows, and just talks and discusses about them. And for our first episode, we have a topic which I have been wanting to talk about for a while actually, that being elimination by injury. For those unaware, elimination by injury is when a character, or characters, gets removed from a show like Total Pokemon Island or Total Drama Island because they have been injured in the challenge, and as such are unable to continue to play in the game. Now the reason that this trope gets on my nerves is because it just feels a bit cheap at times, if I'm being honest. It feels really unsatisfactory knowing that one of my favorite characters, or a character that I really liked in a show, gets removed just because of elimination by injury. Like, they never fell to the antagonist, they never made an actual mistake that got them eliminated, it was just bad luck, or someone decided to go after them for some reason, and physically harm them, which sent them home. Like, it's not skillful, it's not clever, it's just at times cheap because you just feel like the character that got sent home got done dirty. And it's not like it's the villain or anything or the main antagonist, in which case I could feel like it'd be a bit more justified. Because if you have your main antagonist get sent home because of elimination by injury, it's like, that's what you deserve. If your villain or quite, like, dark antagonist did really bad things, and then that's their comeuppance, then I feel like that would be great, or at least more interesting. But that's not what happens. It's always just some character that gets sent home because of elimination by injury. It's never the villains, which I feel like would be an interesting twist. I've never seen anyone actually target a villain for elimination by injury. If you targeted the villain, once again that would show comeuppance, and I feel like that would be a good way to end the villain's character arc, or at least end the threat of the villain or the bad antagonist, or like the really morally grey antagonist that deserve to get sent home like that. Another reason why I feel the trope is a bit cheap is just because the character that causes it never suffers any repercussions for it. Like, for example, in Total Drama The Redonkulous Race, one of the characters knocks part of a team off a cliff, they nearly die and are pretty much paralyzed, and she suffers nothing for it. Now I understand it was an accident, however, in most shows it isn't an accident when the injury is caused. Usually it's completely intentional, and it's on camera, and then no one suffers any repercussions for it. Just the person that gets sent home. I mean, you never see anyone trying to sue the person that hurt them. You never saw the host, like, at least give the person that caused the injury a penalty, at the very least. But no, the person that causes the injury usually gets away with pretty much near attempted murder with no repercussions. Which is why, in my opinion, if you still want to do this trope, I highly recommend doing something new with it. That being, have the person that caused the injury get sent home as well. And I am going to justify why I feel like that would be an interesting thing to do in a TPI. That being, if you have the person that causes the injury get sent home, it not only sets an example, that being that people cannot just harm others, get away with it, and then just get rid of their competition. Because if people can suffer no consequences for just going around and nearly crippling people in shows, it creates a plot hole, because if people can get away with just injuring people, why don't other contestants do it more? So not only does it get rid of a plot hole, but you would also have the drama and suspense that you were looking for when you tried to do the trope anyway. Because double eliminations, or more than one person getting eliminated at once, or in a single episode, that is a huge way to stir up drama and create a large amount of shock. So there's really no downside for having the perpetrator get sent down with the person that was actually eliminated due to the injury. It would definitely make the whole trope a lot more interesting to watch, and frankly, I wish more people did it. Either have the person that caused the elimination by injury get sent down, or have it happen to the villain. So I definitely feel like both these ways would definitely make the trope a lot more interesting, and a lot more exciting to see played out in an episode. But I would just like to stress this in this episode and any other episode of this show that I ever do. I am not going after anyone in particular with this, and I have no, or harbor no bad feelings towards anyone that has done these tropes. This is just a fun wee miniseries that allows me to talk about one of my favorite genres, that being TPIs. So if you enjoyed this quick, I guess 5-minute, I believe, long video, let me know down in the comments below. and suggest new topics for me to talk about, or a topic you would like to discuss with me if we do an episode together, or if you'd like to come on the show. Any discussion and any criticism is always welcomed. So I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope you all have a great day as well. Thanks for watching.